So you've signed the contract for your new construction home. You are so excited, picking out the finishes, packing up the boxes, and then you get the call. There has been a slight delay in your build. The translation, we are getting ready to blow up your timelines. So I am going to walk you through why there are delays in construction and how not to lose your mind in the process. So what is your biggest fear when it comes to building a new construction home? Is it the delays? Let me know in the comments below. So what causes building shortages? Well, one of the things are permitting and inspections. There's a new community being built right now where we are in Summerlin. It is for custom homes, and I'm talking just the lots were delayed in being released for this community just because they had to get the permitting right and there was a delay. So even when it comes to the land, before anything else happens, you could run into those delays. And then there's material shortages. Remember that lumber shortage that we had a few years ago? Think 2008 economic crash, 2020 pandemic, tariffs. Any of this sounding familiar? All of those costs of lumber and materials and everything that goes into building that house, that could cause a delay. And don't count out the weather as being a cause for a delay, because even in Las Vegas, as sunny as it is and as gorgeous as it is, we get pretty windy here in the valley. And did you know that by OSHA standards, if there are 20-mile-an-hour winds or more, you cannot be in a man lift because the wind is so fierce in the valley. That could also cause a delay. And don't be surprised about labor shortages, because if you've been paying attention, you'll know that some of these trades that are highly specialized, we are not getting as many people into those programs as we used to have. So while some of the labor is aging out of these professions, we're not getting new blood in to make sure that the labor that we need for building homes is still around. Customizations and change orders will always cause a delay. If you're changing anything structural, most of the time that can't be done after the fact unless you're waiting till you close. But if you pick cabinets or appliances that maybe are on back order, like we saw during 2020 through 2022, you're going to have a delay. So make sure everything is in stock that you want to put in your home. Otherwise, delays could happen. So what happens when there is a delay? Does it mean that your deal completely falls apart? Well, the short answer to that is no. But remember the word pivot. You're going to have to make some alternative plans if it's delayed too far in advance. And make sure that you're not at the top of your price point, because if interest rates change and your financing, you may no longer qualify if interest rates go up. And your contract probably has a timeline buffer, because builders know that delays happen too. But if you have a really good on-site sales agent, they'll be sending you photos, maybe even videos. And if you have someone that is just phenomenal, they are out there doing tours of your home as it's being constructed so that you can see the progress. And keep in mind, Builders don't want delays either because they don't get paid until the home closes. So it's always in their best interest to keep the build moving along if at all possible. By the way, I'm Eileen Guilbeault, your go-to real estate advisor for all things relocating to Las Vegas. If you are new to this party, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're notified every single time a new video is uploaded. So what can you do about it? Well, make sure that you are getting updates often, even if that means that you have to do a drive-by on the weekend just to see where they're at. You can also make sure that you have a backup plan. If you are renting, see if you can do maybe a month-to-month lease instead of renewing an entire 6-month or year-long lease. And then if you are selling your home to buy this one, you may get a lease back from your current buyer, or if you need to do what me and my family did, we moved in with my in-laws for 2 months because our home sold to the very first person who actually saw it in person. So there's always ways that even if delays happen, that you can still be covered. And if you're doing a custom build, look at the compensation for timeline delays in your contract, because the developer may actually have to compensate you if they're not closing on time. So be sure to read the fine print. Would you be willing to live in a short-term rental for a few months if there were delays of your dream home being built? Or is that a deal breaker? Let me know in the comments. So when should you get worried? Well, if the permits are not coming in from the builder and you have waited months and months and you're building that custom home on that lot, you may want to consider either buying a resale or going to a different community to build that home. There's always options. Another time to worry is if builders go bankrupt. And we have seen that happen before in Vegas, not for a really long time, but during the economic crisis of '08, builders just ran out of money. And some communities that were being built actually had 2 or maybe even 3 different builders in that same community. So if you see that happen, you know that there is a problem. And another thing to look out for is that we have a lot of new developers that are coming into town, and they are great. They're building a really great product, but make sure that you're protected in case these new builders that are coming in don't have the funds to get your project completed. Defective materials are another thing that could cause delays. We have seen everything from entire neighborhoods of windows needing to be replaced, plumbing issues, different items that can't be delivered on time. Builders have become really efficient now in really minimizing what that looks like as far as delays are concerned. We have a builder right now who they are offering the most upgraded appliance package that you've seen to every single person in the neighborhood. No more are they having 3 or 4 different appliance packages, because they know if they can bundle them all together, then those appliances are going to be in stock when they need them, and it's not going to cause a delay. So just one more thing to look out for. Keep in mind, delays are not always a bad thing. In actuality, it means that they're really trying to give you the best built home that they can possibly give. So just make sure that you have a contingency plan so that if it happens to you, you've taken a lot of the stress out of it because you are ready to go. Need more Las Vegas relocation advice or real estate tips? Make sure to watch one of the videos on your screen so you can stay ahead of the game. Thank you for watching. I'll see you the next time.